Imagine waking up to military vehicles rolling down your street. In June 2025, that's exactly what happened in Los Angeles. President Trump sent 700 Marines and 2,000 National Guard troops to help with immigration raids, all without California's permission. Behind the dramatic headlines was something really important: a constitutional crisis that tested the basic rules of American democracy. Today, we're looking at two key ideas that help explain what happened. First is federalism, how power is split between the national government and the states. Think of the Constitution like a rule book that divides up who's in charge of what. The national government handles things like immigration and the military. Everything else goes to the states or to the people. In June 2025, this system was put to the test. The federal government has the right to enforce immigration laws. That's their job. But states are in charge of keeping their communities safe. When California's Governor Newsom complained about the raids, he wasn't saying the federal government couldn't enforce immigration laws. He was saying the way they were doing it was causing chaos and making it hard for California to keep order, which is the state's job. This push and pull between federal and state power isn't new. Our country was designed this way on purpose, so neither level of government could become too powerful. The second big idea is about presidential power and its limits. The Constitution makes the president commander-in-chief of the military but doesn't give them unlimited power. One important law is the Posse Comitatus Act from 1878. It has a fancy name, but it basically says the military can't be used as police inside the United States. This is super important because in a democracy, we keep the military separate from everyday law enforcement. When President Trump sent troops to Los Angeles without California's permission, it raised serious questions. When can a president send soldiers into a state if that state doesn't want them? The rules say it's allowed in a few specific situations. It's allowed if there's a rebellion or the state can't protect people's rights. It's allowed to protect federal property and personnel, but not for general policing. And it's allowed in rare emergency situations. California sued the federal government, arguing the president went too far. They said he was using military forces for what looked like regular law enforcement. They said he was stepping on California's right to govern itself. And they said he was stretching presidential powers beyond what the Constitution allows. These aren't just technical legal arguments. They're about the basic structure of our government. The Constitution divides power not just between federal and state governments, but also among the president, Congress, and the courts. So why should you care about federalism and limits on presidential power? Because these principles protect your freedom. Federalism stops too much power from building up in Washington. Limits on the president stop them from acting like a king. These guardrails make sure no single person or group can control everything. The 2025 Los Angeles immigration raids weren't just about immigration. They were a test of the basic rules that keep our democracy